Cybernet has recently given you an inside look at this year's gigantic E3 video game convention. Alongside some mind-blowing games, we also noticed a handful of industry trends. So let's zero in on this year's most important themes. It seemed like everywhere we turned, a familiar face from the film world was popping up to star in a video game. There are a huge number of licensed properties on display, demonstrating the increasingly close ties between the Hollywood movie studios and game publishers. In the near future, you can expect to see the return of James Bond 007, as well as new franchises like Lord of the Rings. Popular television shows are also getting the video game treatment. So get ready for Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the ghost-busting hound Scooby-Doo. And Disney characters will also be invading consoles like never before, most notably in the magical adventure Kingdom Hearts. Although many developers are obsessed with creating photorealistic 3D imagery, several publishers are utilizing a different technique called cell shading. It creates a kind of comic book look by using a darkened outline. Sega's Jet Set Radio Future was one of the first to popularize this method, but several other major releases will be incorporating it as well, such as Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus.
We're trying to use sort of an artistic technique to show something that maybe other video games would do differently, and we think that gives us a distinct visual look.
Cell shading will also find its way into a 3D arcade racing game called Auto Modelista, as well as an action title that simply goes by the Roman numeral 13. Even Nintendo's powerhouse, The Legend of Zelda, will be rendered using this procedure.
The Legend of Zelda in its own right is an amazing story, but with the new cell shading technique, which makes it look very much like a cartoon, but the gaming experience is anything but cartoon-like.
Along with all this amazing new software, some fantastic hardware developments were also unveiled. Nintendo introduced a wireless controller called the Wavebird and promoted a technological idea called connectivity, which will allow gamers to exchange data between their GameCube and Game Boy Advance. For the upcoming high-tech robot battle game Steel Battalion, Capcom designed a massive controller that includes over 40 buttons and levers. Now that's what I call a joystick. And we were absolutely flabbergasted by the P5 controller from Essential Reality. This futuristic-looking glove uses infrared optics to track hand movements. How cool is that? However, the loudest noise, which reverberated throughout every hall at E3, centered on one word: online. Many believe the broadband experience represents the next revolution in video games. At the forefront is Microsoft, who announced a game service called Xbox Live. It's expected to launch in the fall and will initially be supported by 5 games.
We built the hard drive and the Ethernet port into Xbox from day one because we wanted to make online gaming get to the mass market sooner than the competition wanted to.
To handle the expected demand, Microsoft has built massive data centers in Seattle, Tokyo, and London.
There are now over 3 million broadband Xbox Live ready consoles out there. So again, now Microsoft are now playing on their own turf because they know online, they understand the security issues, they understand the online world, and now they're bringing gaming to the next huge step.
Nintendo and Sony also revealed online plans, but the GameCube and PS2 will require external network adapters. The video game industry is ever evolving, so stay tuned to Cybernet for all the latest developments.